Okay, welcome into Backtrack. Pardon me, I'm trying to get my camera squared away. I'll let you talk, Dave.
Yeah, no worries. Yes, well, here we are. What episode are we on now? Number five, is
Five.
it?
Five.
Five. And I just say, please, people, start watching the show a bit more. Like, you don't know what you're missing. I know it's not the hard rock that maybe, most of our viewers are, used to listening to on this show, but mate, this is where it all began for me. And as Rob, and I'm sure most people, if they're really honest, would say this is the music we all listened to back in the day before any of us got into the heavy stuff.
Absolutely. This is just, I guess everybody likes what they like. I just can't understand how people who like music couldn't like this stuff. I'm not saying love it, I'm not saying put it on a playlist, but at least have some appreciation, enjoyment, and some foot tapping out of it. I
Oh, exactly.
apologize. My camera's all screwed up, and that's just the way it's going to be this episode.
Yeah, looks fine.
Um, I was in the process of trying to switch things around, but then I have to choose the wall behind me. So it is what it is. Anyway,
I can see
uh,
Smokey anyway.
yeah. Okay. So whose turn is it first this week?
What did
I
we go?
honestly,
I think I'm odd, aren't I?
yes. Shannon says it's you.
Okay. Well, let's just say this one will be apt. All right.
It'll be what?
This will be apt. This will be.
Okay. Gotcha.
You will. You'll understand why I'm playing this one right now.
All right.
But here we go. My first track for the night.
Oh boy.
Sally called when she got the word. She said, I suppose you've heard about Alice. Well, I rushed to the window and I looked outside, and I could hardly believe my eyes. Some big limousine rolled up into Alice's drive. Oh, I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna go. I guess she's got her reasons, but I just don't wanna know. 'Cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. 24 years just waiting for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Now I gotta get used to not living next door to Alice.
Okay, Smokey living next door to Alice. I've been meaning to put this one on, but I haven't pulled the trigger because I was trying to stick with stuff I actually grew up on. But it's funny you put this on because I finally bit the bullet and added some stuff for tonight that I did not grow up on, but discovered over the last 5, 6 years on YouTube that is in that mold. Just stuff I didn't know at the time. So yeah, this might be one of the best recorded songs in history.
I think what you just said though is pretty important because there's a lot of stuff that if we go back to the 60s, 70s, and 80s, there was so much stuff out, and living in a world where discovery was difficult because of technology, you do discover some gems that you never heard of.
Well, and a lot of the stuff that like I'll be presenting, and even this, you had a better chance of knowing in your youth than I did because it's overseas stuff. In America, bands like this, I'm sure some people knew about them. But you weren't hearing these bands on the top 40, and you weren't, seeing them in any countdowns really. So it was a great rabbit hole for me for about a year, and this was maybe even more than 5 years ago, but it's when I found most of these bands that are every bit as good as the stuff I grew up with.
So this is another band that was all managed by Chin and Chapman, who did the Sweet early on.
Really?
Yeah, and Susie Quattro.
Yeah.
So Chin Chapman wrote most of these as they did for the early Sweet songs.
So those dudes got to be filthy, filthy rich.
Yeah, one of them's Australian. But I think Sweet got pissed off because they felt like Chin and Chapman was spending far more time with Smokey and Susie Quattro than they were with the Sweet. So, yeah, they felt like they were getting left behind a little bit with the quality of songs. So, hence the reason why they got more into writing their own stuff as well. So,
Well, and when I had found this early on in the rabbit hole, I loved it so much that it's all I played, and I never went further with Smokey because I immediately made the connection because it said Smokey. I'm like, well, okay, who's Smokey? So I searched in here. They say, it's drawing a blank.
Chris Norman.
Yeah, it's Chris Norman. I thought, oh, wait a minute. He did Stumbling In with Susie Quattro, which I had the 45. Yeah, I had the 45, and I absolutely loved that song. So then I did more digging into Smokey, and this was just scraping the tip of the iceberg with the great songs that band has, and mostly him, right? I think the band, somebody died in the original band, tragically, in an accident of some sort or whatever. But I imagine, I don't know for sure, but I imagine he was like, it was him, and then whoever he plugged in was Smokey, and then of course he's still going as Chris Norman.
No, he certainly is. And of course, this goes into my melody, chorus, vocal harmonies, just
absolutely
the triplet. You can't go wrong with this stuff.
Well,
what you can go wrong with though is when fucking did that remake that pissed the shit out of me.
When who did?
They did that remakes. Alice, who the fuck is Alice?
Oh yeah, well, I did, because honestly, right after this, because then it says, well, you like that? Check this out, and it was labeled as Smokey again, and the song, but they were like all at poolside at a live outdoor thing, daytime, and clearly lip syncing to a bunch of people in there. It was like a yacht rock type party for middle-aged people or whatever, and that's when they were doing that chant, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because it immediately reminded me of the Moni Moni from Billy Idol, when you'd be in the bars, you'd be like, hey, what, whatever. And I thought, well, that's kind of takes this song into a whole different direction. I mean, why would you kill a song like that? But I guess that's something they did overseas, like in pubs and whatever. They just start shouting stuff.
Well, I know, obviously, of course, it became a huge hit, but
the thing that really bothered me and I found insulting was it wasn't Chris Norman singing for him, but he was lip syncing to Chris Norman's track. Now that's not new. A lot of these bands, especially a couple I will bring on tonight, fast forward when they're 60 and they're doing, little, hey, I'm still here type things. They're lip syncing to their album when they were 20, which is, thank God Paul Stanley never did stuff like that. I mean, you think he used a backtrack and all of a sudden you hear 1975 Paul Stanley, like, what the hell? But apparently they don't care overseas. So, all right, let's get back to this fantastic song.
We grew up together, two kids in the park, carved our initials deep in the bark. Me and Alice. Now she walks through the door with her head held high. Just for a moment, I caught her eye as a big limousine pulled slowly out of Alice's drive. Oh, I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna go. I guess she's got her reasons, but I just don't wanna know. 'Cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. 24 years just waiting for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe get a second glance. Now I gotta get used to not living next door to Alice. Then Sally called back and asked how I felt, and she said, I know how to help. Get over Alice. She said, now Alice is gone, but I'm still here. You know I've been waiting for 24 years. And the big limousine disappeared. I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna go. I guess she's got her reasons, but I just don't wanna know. 'Cause for 24 years I've been living next door to Alice. 24 years just waiting for a chance to tell her how I feel and maybe next door to Alice.
Absolutely amazing song that just never ever gets old. So is this something you actually knew as a Ute?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So yeah, they were like pretty big in the mid-70s there, and of course, obviously, I was into that British rock stuff with Sweet. Yeah, so Sweet, Susie Quattro, Smokey, Slade, you know, were all big acts that I really got into at the time. Like I said, just everything they do is in my wheelhouse when it comes to that, you know, style of music. So
Yeah,
I got into the heavier stuff, more into that, you know, later 70s stuff. So
yeah,
once I
and
discovered Kiss.
he started in the early 70s, right?
Yeah, they were all sort of in that 73, 74 era. So
Oddly,
I said
so was
they had
most
a
of the
period
stuff
like
I had.
74 to 78 where they were huge. So
Oddly, most of the stuff that I had picked out is right around that 72, 73. So it's
Good
going to
era.
be a good episode, I think. So speaking of 73, yes, 73, I another one found, oh, whoops, wrong folder. Later in life, on my rabbit hole that I speak of a few years ago, another English band that I had never ever heard of until, I'm distracting myself. I'm sorry. There it is. Okay, now I'm in the right folder. So let's go ahead and jump right into this and see if you know 'em.
okay.
When we were children, we played in your backyard. And we pretended whenever times were hard. We built a house up in a tree and dreamed of how our life would be. But now the tree has died. So gotta say to you, Jenny, Jenny, dreams of 10 a penny, leave them in the lost and found. Jenny, Jenny, dreams of 10 a penny, get your feet back on the ground. Oh, 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 oh.
Okay, so Kincaid, dreams are 10 a penny. Do you know this?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Okay, I did not.
I told you I'm old.
Well, I think it's a product more of your location than mine. I will say this video, if you watch, you see where that little girl is?
Mm-hmm.
Watch on the other side of her. There'll be another little girl, and then behind her, there is this absolutely like deranged, Dahmer looking type guy, just eyeballing everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, but I fell in love with this in immediately. Oh, there he is. Oh, never mind. I'm looking at my advertisement picture. Okay, he'll be coming up. You can't miss him. He's got like a goatee, and he's got this real, just crazed, wild-eyed grimace grin. It's just hard to explain, but you can't unsee it when you see it.
Do I want to see it now?
All right, well, let's get back to the song.
You dreamed of heroes riding across the sea in shining armor, but all you had was me. While all the time you never knew, all I could do was dream of you. Still I do today. So God
Okay, did you see Mr. Wild Eyes?
I did.
Yeah,
It looks like a kitty fiddler.
yeah, and I'm sure he's probably a nice enough guy, or was. I'm sure he's well, maybe he's still with us. Who knows?
There were a few of them back in them days.
Yeah, right. Anyway, absolutely fabulous song. Great again, melody and harmony, sing along, head bob, just the perfect song. I can't find one thing I would change about it other than maybe making it a minute longer.
And no guitar solo.
None. Imagine that.
Oh,
It
God.
might have been better if they had a double bass drum on that, but
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have fitted on that stage though. So.
yeah, that's true.
Because a lot of those shows, like the Top of the Pops, they always had the audience really on top of the band.
Top of the band.
So,
okay, what do you got?
let's see. What can I follow that up with? Well, since we're in that era now, this probably get us a block for start,
That's all right.
but you can work it out. Just rip yours off, and I'll stick this one up.
There you go.
So this is probably one of the first songs I heard from this band, and when you talk about rabbit holes, this would have got me going down that rabbit hole big time. There was just something about this song. It was quite different from other stuff that was going at the time, but yeah, yours is still there. Why is yours still there?
Oh, hang on. All right.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
At midnight beneath the stars. 'Cause when it comes to dancing, Coco's a star. He dances in a ring of fire that circled the iron shore. And as the flames got higher, he'll go for more and more.
I get so damn distracted. I love this kind of music so much. This is oddly enough, of course, Sweet Coco, the second song with the steel drum, bongo drums, and all
Papa
that
Joe.
stuff. Yes, Papa Joe was the first one I discovered, which I to this day still think maybe their best song overall. Just pound for pound, chorus, melody, harmony. This one, obviously, I think was first. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think so. Yeah, they had a lot of singles out in a very small amount of time.
So somebody in the record label must have said, "Hey, let's do an island type sound."
Yeah, well, this was back in the day, of course, when they didn't even play the instruments on the recordings. They just supplied the vocals, which is not something they were happy about, but that's what they were employed to do. And obviously They had such great vocals. But, they put out Funny, Coco, Papa Joe, Little Willie, Wig Wam Bam. In about 12 months, all those singles came out. So,
yeah,
they were on a roll. But as you said, I think I remember you saying, they never got really rich out of it.
And that's a shame because pound for pound, probably the most talented rock band I've ever heard. When you look at, first of all, like you said, every one of them could have been a lead singer. And they have fantastic harmony. They all have fantastic individual voices. As musicians, they're extremely underrated, especially what Steve Priest brought to bass. When you do research into what some other musicians around the time were saying about him, and of course, I think I touched on this before, all the gimmicks really that the drummer brought in, I forget his name now.
Mick Tucker.
Mick Tucker, yeah, he's always the one that escapes my mind. Was copied by Peter Criss, Tommy Lee. I mean, the gong, his whole look and vibe, the way he played, the way he had his drums set up, he revolutionized everything. This whole band did, and got absolutely little to no recognition for it.
I remember Gene Simmons saying that, bands like Kiss wouldn't have been around if it wasn't for bands like Sweet. So
absolutely. And Queen themselves
yes.
took a lot of inspiration in the club days from Sweet. So let's finish this song off.
He moves with the cool of moonlight under a tropic sky, then into the morning sunlight. He still hear them cry and cry. Oh, chica, cacao, cocoa. Oh, chica, cacao, cocoa. Oh, chica, cacao, cocoa.
This cracks me up. It's like every video tonight, how bad they were at syncing up the video to the audio when they put music videos out.
I don't think anyone cared back then. So
no. And how this had to be pretty risque. Looking at that little set of briefs that lady has on the whole time. I mean, that's for this time. I mean, I think women were still in bathing suits, that went from their waist to their knees damn near.
And she would have been full bush back in the day.
Oh, God, yeah.
Afro.
Okay. Well, speaking of girls, let's go back to 1962.
That's a long way back.
Off the soundtrack from the movie Girls, not to be confused.
Girls.
Motley Crue's terrible song.
I was going to say, I didn't know that was a cover.
Let's check out one of the 45s I did have.
Return to sender. I gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So then I dropped it in the mailbox as in a special deed. Bright and early next morning, it came right back to me. She wrote upon it, return to sender.
Pause, dummy, pause, or we're going to get blocked. The King himself. There's going to be a lot of King and ABBA on this show, people. That's just the way it goes. And Sweet, apparently. So if we get blocked, let me remind you, I'm going to do things better this time. I'm going to upload them simultaneously to here and Patreon. So if YouTube does block it, watch the post or community section, whichever it's called, and I will say, while this is being attended to, jump over to Patreon because it'd be the first time I think that we didn't have a song blocked if we don't get something blocked tonight.
So it's going to be something blocked.
Yeah, and if it was just a song that's blocked, but first they have to block the entire video and then wait for you to make a decision. So yeah. Anyway, Elvis, Return to Sender, one of my favorite songs as a kid. Australia, Elvis, huge. How was this song for you?
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, as I said, my mum was a massive Elvis fan. So this was the kind of music my mum would be playing nonstop and watching the movies, of course.
And that's something I was going to say. I don't think I've ever seen an Elvis movie. And you know what? I want to now. Because I'm of that age that an old cheesy movie is better than the overproduced, over sci-fi special effected 17th version of Batman and Spider-Man could ever be. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to. I went back, when I had my heart attack years ago now already. I don't even remember what it was. My dad was huge into Westerns his whole life. And he had passed, of course, and something about the near mortality of my situation. And I was laid up for 15 days on the couch, couldn't work, couldn't do anything. I fell down a rabbit hole of watching old Western movies. And I found out that I used to make fun of him for nothing because I absolutely love those old movies. And I'm hoping the same thing happens with the Elvis movies.
I spent a lot of my, like early childhood, especially we had, our local TV station here would do the midday matinee movie. And, quite often that would be an old Western or an Elvis Presley, Stooges, Abbott Costello, all these old classics. I mean, and some of them, are harder to watch these days than they were back then.
Yeah.
Because,
but I even find that with 80s stuff, right? When you go back and watch things like Facts of Life or Different Strokes, all these sitcoms I loved as a kid, I'm like, oh my, is this hard to watch?
Mm.
But, sometimes it's just nostalgic enough to where it works. Just
I think sometimes the comedies are the hardest things to rewatch.
Yeah.
Because some of the humor just doesn't translate very well anymore.
Right. Where the Westerns, you still got the action.
Oh, love it. Cowboys and Indians. I mean, that was...
Yeah. I mean, the fight scenes, sure, when it comes to the fisticuffs are, pretty out of sequence and stuff. But... All right, back to the king.
Address unknown. No such person. No such zone. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand. The writing on it. Return to sender. Address unknown. No such number. No such zone. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender.
All right. If only Elvis would have had my good looks.
Yeah, what may have been. I was trying to work out whether the sax player was better than Richie Cunningham.
Oh, geez, that was brutal watching those Happy Days bands, right? It was. I mean, other than when they had Quattro on there, right?
Oh yeah, Leather Tuscadero.
Yeah, and then who was her? Pinky
Tuscadero.
Pinky, yeah, okay. She wasn't famous though, was she, Pinky?
Nah.
Okay.
No. That was the funny thing though, when you think that was set in the 50s and Leather came on, but she did some of her 70s Quattro stuff. You think, not very 50s songs, are they?
Back to the Future. She got in the DeLorean with Marty McFly
and
stuff.
Mork showed up, didn't he? So
yeah, Mork Mindy, yeah. That was a terrible episode too, wasn't it? That was horrible.
It was so stupid.
That was
I
a
mean-
dumb show to begin with, Mork and Mindy. I mean, I watched it because you just
Nano.
yeah, when you were a kid, but now you look at it, he sits in an eggshell. I mean, it's just horrible.
Shuts up.
Okay.
I mean, Robin Williams was a funny man, but
Yeah, but that was cheesy.
yeah, of course. But a lot of the 70s, 80s stuff was very cheesy, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right. So let me have a look. What do you follow the king up with? This
A
is
queen?
the question. I don't have any queen. I reckon that'll get us blocked. I'm going to follow the king up with...
Pantera?
No, definitely not. Another guy who I think has got a great voice. I wouldn't say I was like a huge fan of the band, but they did some really great songs and had that real 60s vibe about them, even in the 70s and 80s. So I'm sure you'll know this one.
Okay, you have stumped me.
Have I?
I don't recognize them, and I don't think I've ever heard this song before.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
That's Frankie Valli?
Yep. Grease
Is it
is the
like-
word.
Really?
Hmm.
Holy, he don't look like that in Greece.
Oh, well,
This
this
must
was-
have been much earlier in his career, huh?
mid-70s, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the harmony, I was like, man, that's great harmony, but I can't place it, and I don't think I've heard the song.
You haven't heard this one?
No.
This was a massive hit.
I mean, maybe in the background of my house and just didn't pay attention to it if mom was playing it or the radio was playing it, but no, this does not ring any bells for me at all. I'm just taken aback that you said Frankie Valli because he was always considered such a ladies' man, but this guy's kind of like a 70s greaseball.
Yeah, well, Grease, is he?
Yeah.
Right up that alley. It was between this one and, Oh, What a Night. Oh, what
Well, that
a
I
night.
know. That one I would have known. Yeah. This one I've never heard.
This would have been a big hit in the States too. I mean, obviously you probably weren't around, but well, not around in a adult kind of way, but
Right. It's twice you've done this to me now because you got me with the chick with the monstrous voice.
Baby,
Yeah.
Baby, it's you.
Oh no. Was that what it was?
Yeah, Promises,
Yes.
Canadian band.
So I've yet to, bring you something new, but all right. This is not new to me. I know who he is. I just have never heard this song and apparently don't recognize him outside of Greece with the slick back hair. All right. That part of the verse, I can hear him singing Grease.
Yep.
That same tone voice. But yeah, if you wouldn't have said that, I'd have went this whole thing and not had a clue. All right. All right. Sorry, I was looking something up because it's bugging me now that I never heard this song.
All right. 1975.
Wow, it just is killing me here.
So it was on the same album as December 1963. Oh, what a night.
Yeah, but it really is funny now because I actually have a Four Seasons song in my folder to play.
Okay.
But obviously predates this quite a bit.
Well, I mean, I haven't watched the film though. I should really watch the film that came out. There is a film about. the Four
Yeah,
Seasons.
I haven't seen that either. Outstanding song though. I just can't believe that's not the style I associate with the Four Seasons. I don't want to even get any further into it because I'll have a song coming up in future videos, but it's more of a 70s funk maybe sound to it with the bass and I don't know, it just I would have never pegged that as a Four Seasons song.
I think it's probably the whole like let's fit in because obviously they're around the 60s. The music in the 70s is changing. While those 60s songs are great, they're probably not going to sell well in the mid 70s. So
Yeah, and you'd be hard pressed to find one out of the 60s I wouldn't have known, but I never really the most I've seen of Frankie Valli is in Greece. As much as I listen to the Four Seasons music, it's not like it was on MTV or something, you know, so there was never an image to the song. It was just the song. I mean, so
Isn't that Grease song just so good though, the theme tune?
it is. That whole soundtrack is so good. All right.
We go together like rebel, rebel, rebel.
All right. I think I'm going to stump you here, but I'm going to continue the
okay.
line of great voices. I doubt you know this song, but we'll see.
I'm just going to pause it for a second because this was my song for tonight if you didn't do an Ever song.
I wasn't going to let you beat me to it. I was going to wait. Last week, I was waiting until the end and you beat me to it.
I was on last night and I was looking through and I went, yeah. I thought, I'll do Fernando, I reckon.
Great mind.
So I'll take it. I'll get rid of that one now.
Yep. Oh.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando.
I'm going to pause this quick and try to resync the voices. I don't know if that's us or the video.
Firelight, Fernando. You were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. They were closer now, Fernando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternally. I was so afraid, Fernando. We were young and full of life and none of us prepared to die. And I'm not ashamed to say the roar of guns and cannons almost made me cry. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando.
Okay. I go back to something I'll harp on till I no longer take breath. If you don't like ABBA, you need to check immediately if you have a soul. I'm not saying you got to like it all, but songs like this, I mean, my goodness, it's just, anyway, your take on Fernando.
So when this came out, it was about the same time as Sweet had a song. I can't remember what it was, and we had a weekly show called Countdown, which, you know, had a lot of bands come on and play live. But they always do the top 10 countdown at the end, and this song was number one for about 12 weeks. So in the end, they started playing, because they'd always play the number one song at the end. But at the end, they started playing the number two song because they played this so much because it just wouldn't leave number one spot. And that chorus is just sensational.
Yeah, it is amazing. And I've got all kinds of ABBA ready to roll, but this one just seemed to be fitting for tonight.
Definitely.
All right.
Now we're old and gray, Fernando. Since many years I haven't seen a rifle in your hand. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? Do you still land. I can see it in your eyes, how proud you were to fight for freedom in this land. There was something in the air that night, the stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. There was something in the air that night, the stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. Yes, if I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando.
Absolutely amazing harmony with that band.
Those two girls' voices just were so well in sync. Like, I mean, you can get two voices that just don't go together. But
Yeah,
theirs were just locked in.
amazing.
And even live, you watch them live and they were still locked in.
Yeah, and I've done that, and it's hard to do with some stuff from anything 50s, 60s, 70s, because there wasn't a lot of actual live performances recorded. Because of course everybody didn't have handy cams and phones and everything else. But I have found ABBA stuff live just to check to see if they had that same nuance to their voices live, and they absolutely did.
Yep, definitely up there with two of the best female voices of all time. And it's,
Yeah.
they probably don't get talked about when we talk about the female voices because they were in a band.
Well, that, and there's two of them. I mean,
They split them.
of course, obviously, Frida, is she the blonde?
No, Agneta.
And yet, okay. The blonde is the main lead singer. But so much of theirs is dual voices at the same time, even during the verses, that they kind of cancel each other out from one getting more fame for their voice than the other, because it's more of a 2-for-1 package.
Well, there's two things that work really well. It's when those two voices like that get together and when two guitars harmonize.
Yes, absolutely.
Harmonizing guitar solos, just next level
Well,
stuff.
yeah, Def Leppard, Judas Priest, so many of those 70s to 80s bands did that, where you play an octave part. Even Robin Crosby, Warren DeMartini, and Rad did it a lot. I don't know why more bands never did that. I mean, I think the only time really Kiss dabbled in it was Detroit Rock City for that.
Ghosts do it a bit.
Do they? Okay, well, I've been holding off on, like I said, I have all their albums ready to listen to, but if you guys are going to want to do more Ghost videos, I want to be surprised. So.
I know there'll be some that you don't like as much, but
yeah, that's with any band.
Some of their stuff's a bit heavier, and yeah.
Oh. I can always listen to ABBA afterwards.
You can. Well, a lot of people call them ABBA Sabbath.
ABBA Sabbath, yeah, I've heard that.
Because they take those songs that ABBA did, that poppy stuff with a little bit of heaviness from Black Sabbath.
Well, Lacrima is a good example of that. I mean, it's really a heavy, kind of evil-esque type song, but then the chorus kicks in and it's like a pop song.
With the catchiest chorus you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
Crying.
Yeah.
Nearly as good as.
Oh, I love that song too. Okay,
Right.
you're up.
Well, since we just did the Sweden band and we're just talking about another band from Sweden, Ghost, I'm going to keep it in the same country.
Oh, all right.
But this is not in the 70s. This is in the 80s. And see if you like this Swedish band.
Oh, my.
She leads a lonely life. She leads a lonely life.
Wow. Ace of Base. I tell you, I have this CD, and it is the CD from the day I bought it in the year it came out, which was what, 92 ish?
Yeah, it was. Let me have a quick look. Yep, 1992.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because I was working a delivery job for an office product supply place called Fireside Office Products. And this was on the radio all the time. And I would just blast this song. It was so addicting that I had to go out and buy the CD. And most of this CD is the same way. I had no idea they're from Sweden.
Yes, yeah, another Swedish band. I was big into Roxette at the time too, so this other Swedish band came along too. I was like, oh, this country is really rocking it at the moment. That's a great album.
You know, whatever happened to Ace of Base? I mean, it was hit after hit after hit. And then all of a sudden, you just didn't hear anything. Did they break up or?
It still says they're going.
Really?
Mm.
I suppose it fell into that time frame where here today, gone tomorrow, as far as the radio stations were concerned. I don't know.
So apparently their last album was 2010.
Okay.
So they did Happy Nation, the Sign, 92, 93. The Bridge came in 95. Yeah, so don't know what happened. I suppose, grunge probably really took over as well. So,
Geez, what
Probably
was
getting
the
hard.
world thinking? Anyway, that's for another program.
well, were we all that depressed that it just sort of worked?
I guess. I don't know. Didn't work for me.
I don't think I was that depressed in the 90s, but
No. What do you had to be depressed about? I mean,
I always think if I wake up in the morning, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Happy about that.
all right, let's get back to it.
So if you are inside and the day is right, she's a hunter, you're the fox. The gentle voice that talks to you won't talk forever. It is the night for passion, but the morning means goodbye. Beware of what is flashing in her eyes. She's so to get ya. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants. All that she wants.
All right. Ace of Base. So we're coming off of ABBA, great female singers, into Ace and Base, great female singers. So why not keep the female theme rolling? This time we'll go back to 1978 and my favorite song, and coincidentally, this song, because I'm old enough to have been around and old enough to know what was going on with the birth of the internet. The very first song I downloaded on Napster was
Good
this
old
song. And when I say downloaded on Napster. I mean, like the week Napster was a thing. So I will never forget it. I
Yeah,
didn't
Lars.
know this. I did not know the song at the time, but I knew the singer from other songs. So I downloaded this, and it is my favorite song by said singer to this day. Let me make sure I grab the right video here. Where to go? There we go. This one may get us blocked.
Okay.
Deborah Harry, Miss Blondie. How was this in Australia?
Huge. I just moved this into my used because it's another song I had in my library to go. That's two you've used of mine tonight. Huge. Look, Debbie Harry, there was just something about her look that was just,
Yeah.
for a teenage boy was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Big time.
yeah.
Big time.
Many happy nights spent. But no, her catalog, in that late 70s, early 80s was it's great. I mean,
It's amazing.
you
There are
could have
so
put a
many
dozen songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have picked from 7, 8 songs that I know off the top of my head, but this is still my favorite of hers. I mean, she's had some even in the later days that I really love. She just has
I
a
even like that
fantastic
French
voice.
kissing in the USA.
Yeah, she's just even the more punkish stuff she did, like One Way or Another. Everything she did, at least that was released, was fabulous. And another one at the time, she was a big deal, but as the years have, it's just like she's forgotten. I mean, nobody talks about Blondie like they should. I'm hoping she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I doubt it.
Yeah, look, I don't even talk about that thing because
Yeah.
I look at some of the people that go in and I'm thinking, like, I can think of 100 bands or 100 people that are more
Well,
deserving.
I think one of the most insulting, and I love her, and she's had a tremendous career, but Dolly Parton in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is about as ridiculous as it gets.
I'll tell you what's ridiculous. Kiss in the Hall of Fame without Eric Carr, Bruce Kulick.
Yep.
Yeah,
What?
just as important.
Let's get back to this guy who likes chewing on guitar chords.
He's playing it, I think.
Yeah.
Was that love and it was a gas? Soon turned out, had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, lost gone behind. Lost inside, unsolvable illusion, and I cannot
another epic disco song. Everything about the video, of course, showcasing the disco vibe, including Studio 54.
Spin that ball.
Yeah. All right, you are up, sir.
I am. So we've been quite feminine. So do I get a bit more butch or do I keep it feminine?
Your call.
Well, I don't know. So I might just keep it feminine for now. And we'll go with, I reckon, I'd say an underrated band. I mean, they were very well known, but I think they're underrated. And I think in the 80s, they were nearly untouchable. So,
Okay.
oh, I suppose I should.
Oh, I got to move mine off of there. Hang on.
You're
There you
blocking me. I've been cock blocked. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
I hear the ticking of the clock. I'm lying here, the room's pitch dark. I wonder where you are tonight. No answer on the telephone. And the night goes by so very slow. Oh, I hope that it won't end though. Alone. Till now, I always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. And now it tells me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone?
You couldn't have said it better with Untouchable. This song or this band dominated the 80s radio play. The queens of the ballad. At the time, both stunningly beautiful females. And everybody loved Heart from the 70s, and I couldn't stand Magic Man and Barracuda and all that stuff. When they became a power pop band, that was the shit for me. I had this album, absolutely amazing. Roller skating soundtrack, amazing. Heart big in Australia.
Oh yeah, they were massive in the 80s. And of course the big MTV act, obviously. And it certainly I think helped them. Because like I said, I think they're underrated because no one ever really talks about them.
No.
And that, I mean, they're still
Everybody
going.
impersonates them. I mean, every aspiring YouTube female singer does a cover of Alone or some Heart song, Barracuda, usually the first two. But so obviously musicians and singers appreciate them, but as far as just coverage, no. And it's a shame because they were amazing for a decade.
I know you don't like Led Zeppelin, but their cover of Stairway to Heaven at the Kennedy Center for those honors was just amazing.
Did they take like 5 minutes off of the song?
No, but her voice is just so great.
Okay.
When she sings it, it's the next level. I mean, I like the song, but I liked it even better when she did it. And I'll tell you how well Robert Plant was crying.
Really?
When she was singing it.
Wow. Huh. Maybe I'll have to listen to it, but it's just got such a, at least Led Zeppelin's version has got such a long instrumental section that just bores me to tears.
It must be the famous non-single ever made, I think.
What's that?
I don't think it was ever a single, but it's very famous.
Well, and I know it's joked about, but it was a real thing in the 70s. That song and Freebird were used by radio stations when the DJs needed to go take a bathroom break because they knew they had time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even Bohemian Rhapsody was, the record label tried like hell not to have that as the single because they said no one's going to play it. Too long.
Well, that song especially, Stairway to Heaven to an extent, not really Freebird, but that Bohemian Rhapsody is like two completely different songs just glued together. Really, one part of the song has nothing to do with the other. But you know, is what I'll take the second half of the song. The first half of the song I hate.
It's not my favorite song of that album. You're My Best Friend is my favorite song of Night at the Opera.
It's a good tune too. My favorite Queen song still is and always will be Radio Gaga to me. But anyway, back to Heart.
You don't know how long I have wanted to touch your lips and hold you tight. Oh, you don't know how long I have waited, and I was gonna tell you tonight. But the secret is still my own, and my love for you is still unknown, alone. Till now, I always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you, and now it chills me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you
How about the lady guitarist doing her best Ace Frehley impersonation? Yeah,
Little
down
kiss on the cheek to the other guitarist.
on her knees, bent all the way back. Speaking of Ace Frehley, I have watched and downloaded a lot of content from Vegas this last weekend. So we will be doing a Kiss show coming up soon. They did a nice little tribute to Ace right away. Ace's band did a toast. It's not going to be an Ace video, but I just thought it was really cool. You can obviously see the entire concert on many sites and clips, but some things I think just kind of fun. I'll save it for the Kiss thing, but just thought I'd bring that up to anybody who watches all of our content, that there will be more Kiss coming soon.
Oh yeah, we haven't done with Kiss. It's just
Yeah.
I think we've done everything we could do with them at that stage.
Correct.
Bit like The Warning, you come to a point where you think we're just repeating, and you don't want to repeat.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that keyboard, quintessential 80s.
Yes.
That if you hear that keyboard, you know what decade you're in. There's the 80s.
Yes. That was just an amazing song.
I could have picked 5 or 6 of them that they had at that time, but I decided that one.
All right. Now I think I'm going to stump you.
Okay, you haven't yet, so
I haven't yet. This is a song that I had sent a link to Darren years ago. This was during my rabbit hole when I discovered Kincaid and Smokey and all these things on YouTube. And he was shocked and, horrified that I would like such a thing. He couldn't get past the appearance and the overall cheesiness of it. But this combo, male, female, two of the greatest voices I've ever heard work together, and some of the most memorable, once you hear it, it's in your head, choruses. She is absolutely phenomenally beautiful. He is a goofball. And this is my absolute favorite song from this said duo. So we'll see how many of you, yourself included, have ever heard of this band or this song, as I got a cat trying to be extremely annoying. Here we go. 1970.
McNeil mit ihrem neuesten Song Aloha.
The only thing that counts is the fact that for best manners I've got you in exchange. Aloha, aloha, can't you see? Aloha, aloha, what I feel. Aloha, aloha, come my way. Aloha, aloha, last the day. Uma, 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 all again. Now I got you, I'm your man. You won't hear me say again. Aloha, aloha, can't you see? Aloha, aloha, what I feel. Aloha, aloha, come my way. Aloha, aloha, last the day. Aruma, 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 aloha, aloha, can't you see? Aloha, aloha, what I feel. Aloha, aloha, come my way. Aloha, aloha, last the day. Aruma, 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 Aloha, aloha, can't you see? Aloha, aloha, what I feel. Aloha, aloha, come my way. Aloha, aloha, bless the day. Aruma, 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 aruma,
All right, Mouth and McNeil. Is it new to you?
Yes,
It is. I got
it
you.
is.
All right,
You
a
got
Dutch band, Willem Dunn, I think, and Maggie McNeil. He died fairly short career. She carried on with a couple of replacements. She's an amazing singer. They've got an amazing, fun catalog like that. I just think her voice is absolutely spectacular. And if I'd have known this video when I was a young man, this would have been my go-to girl to dream about. There's just something endearing about her. When I discovered this, and we're not talking that long ago, like I said, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I think I listened to this song all day, every day for about 3 months. I put it in my Cadillac, with the pounding Bose system in the summertime driving around. I'll never forget. There was a guy, your typical, middle-aged construction worker dude beside me, but a car ahead of me in his truck, windows down, summer day. And this is just pounding. And you see his arm tapping on the window. And then he quickly pulls his arm away.
What am I doing? Well, I was just looking them up. And so this song hit number 95, I think, in Australia. So it wasn't a big hit. I see the song before that was How Do You Do? So that's not the one How Do You Do?
Yes, it is.
Well, I know that one. Big
yes.
time, so.
And I See a Star. They've got all kinds of great, and someone like Darren may see as cheesy, childish, whatever. I think it's fun.
The thing is, you're talking about the early 70s. A lot of it was quite cheesy. That was the whole thing, wasn't it? Like,
yeah. But
it was fun time music.
This song struck me because it's almost seductive. In the first verse, they got that kind of almost Egyptian guitar playing. The way she's singing with him humming in the background, and then it just transforms into this just awesome singable chorus. I absolutely think they're fantastic.
I wouldn't want to be a mic around him, though.
In what?
I wouldn't want to be a microphone around him.
No, like I said, he is quite the nut job. But you know what? It was fun. Much like, Sha Na Na and the Village People. And a lot of these bands took we don't take ourselves too seriously approach, but they still had great songs. I mean,
look at Sweet.
Yeah.
They didn't take themselves the bubblegum pop era, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Act like complete idiots on stage. That was the part of it.
All right. So I think we're
cemented. It was catchy. Like I said, if I'd have heard it back in the day, I would have liked it. So.
Well, and you know How Do You Do, and that probably is
that
their more popular song, How Do You Do, but this one has just always been my favorite.
No, that said, you did stump me because I have not heard it.
All right.
Or if I did, it hasn't rung any bells. So
right.
One
more each.
Yeah. What shall I go out on? Do I want to do that, or do I want to? Sometimes I look at how the flavor of the night's going, so I want to maybe change something around. I might go. Tossing up now. All right, I'm going to go with this one. This was a band that was quite big in the 90s there. Fell off the face of the planet for a while, but I think they're back.
Collective Soul.
They had a couple of albums that were really huge all over the globe. And it was a choice between a few of them, but I decided to go with this one. Oh.
I wanted to be with you.
the new wave synth, Tears
Mm.
for Fears. Funny, you play this. My brother hates this band, and he's big
does
into
he?
80s like I am. We go to Vegas quite regularly and usually stay at the MGM, and they have this level up club where you're just
Yep.
walking through the casino and you can, stand there or go in and listen to live music. And there's always a band, it seems, playing there called 80s Night from Vegas, and they always do this and shout and all these tears from, and he just gets so
That's awesome.
mad, and I love this band.
I was going to say, how could you shout and everybody wants to rule the world? And,
Yes,
you
amazing. This they carried into the 90s, huh?
yeah, they did, but then they dropped off, but they are back together. I know. I did see a little
Yeah,
special.
because
on
my
them.
brother said that I could have went to see them in Vegas not too long ago, I think.
Yep. But they did drop off. But yeah, through the mid '80s, early '90s, they were huge, and they both sing so well, and that's another good thing,
Yes, that always is nice when you get
Mad World is the other
Yeah.
is the other good song I really like of this too. Yeah, they call them new wave pop rock synth pop. So
Yeah, and there was a handful of bands who just mastered that synth sound to where it almost became a song of its own, just listening to the synth parts. All right, here we go. Tears for Fears.
I made a fire and watching it burn. Thought of your future with one foot in the past. Now just stand where it lies. Now, have you no ambition? My mother and my brothers used to really live in changes when you're acting young and dreaming. I'm nothing gets done. It's hard to be a man when there's a gun in your hand. Oh, I feel so. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I never find out till I'm head over heels. Something happens and I'm head over heels. I don't take my heart, don't break my heart, don't throw it away. And this is my four-leaf clover. Out on the line, one open mind. This is my four-leaf clover. In my mind's eye, one little boy, one little man. Funny how time flies.
Fantastic. Absolute sound of the 80s right there.
definitely.
And
A melody is good when you can just na.
Oh, just amazing. And I have not dabbled in the 80s very much at all on this series yet, which is I've been holding off because
I know, because I know I was expecting a whole heap of from the '80s from you.
I could do all 80s all the time and never run out of material. So I will end it with a touch of 82. and a little bit of what they would kids would call yacht rock now. I'm
Love
sure
yacht. I like the yacht rock.
yes,
Christopher
and I'm
Cross
sure
and-
you and everybody else should know this. One of the most singable, beautiful songs. Here we go.
Wrapped around each other, trying so hard to stay warm. That first cold winter together, lying in each other's arms, watching those old movies, falling in love so desperately. Honey, I was your hero, and you were my leading lady. We had it all, just like Bogey and the car, starring in our own late, late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid, missing all the things we did. We can find it once again, I know, just like they did in Key Largo. Honey, can't you remember? We played all the parts, that sweet scene of surrender, when you gave me your heart. Please say you will play it again, 'cause I love you still. Maybe this can't be the end. We had it all, just like Bogey and the car, starring in our own late, late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid, missing all the things we did. We can find it once again, I know, just like they did in Key Largo. We had it all, just like Bogey and the car, starring in our own late, late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid, missing all the things we did.
Okay, Bertie Higgins, Key Largo, and speaking of yacht rock, the video is him and a lovely lady on a yacht, drinking wine and enjoying the sunshine of the coast. So fitting that it would very soon after, well, a couple decades after, be termed, yacht
Sure.
rock.
Well, to be honest with you, like if I was on a yacht, so
Mhm.
this is the kind of music I'd want to listen to.
Absolutely. This whole
It's relaxing,
vibe
it just-
yes, it makes you think of the whole beach setting, the ocean. Yeah. And
Like I said, I
fantastic-
love Chris Cross's Sailing.
Oh yes, Chris Cross had a lot of good songs.
That
Christopher
Sailing song is
Cross,
just-
because I think there was a young rap kid
Yeah,
named
yeah, there was.
Cross later.
I won't have any of that one on there.
Yeah.
It's a great song. The chorus is just fantastic. The female doing the backing is just really
Amazing. Just
Scott, the female doing the backing. Just,
yes, Scott. Angelic voice. Yeah. Well, this was a
good finish.
very, very eclectic show from the 50s all the way up to the mid to late 90s. Oh, actually early 90s with Ace of Base, right?
Yes. I'm going to do a theme for us next time, I think.
A theme.
Duets.
Oh, you better let me know ahead of time when you're pulling the trigger to make sure I follow suit.
Well, I reckon the next backtrack we'll do a
Next
duet
backtrack.
special.
Okay.
Yeah,
Duet.
we'll do a duet special.
All right. Perfect.
Plenty of them. Islands in the
One.
Stream might even get there, Darren.
Yeah, there you go, Darren. Tune in and we'll do like a live and a studio version just for Darren.
Tell us how much you hate it.
Okay, anything else?
That's it. Other than I don't know when this will go up, but
It'll
it's
go up
before
tonight.
tomorrow?
Well, YouTube police pending. It'll go up tonight. And I thought about that. There's a reason I couldn't put it on Patreon. I thought about it just after I said it tonight. Because Patreon's not allowing me to upload videos yet.
okay.
Apparently, I don't have enough clout or length of service or something. So all I can do is embed from another site. So if it's not live on the internet, I can't embed it unless I can go from StreamYard, because I think StreamYard gives you a link to the video. So I will try that after the show. If not,
Interesting if we could do a live show onto Patreon to see what it goes like.
you can do live on Patreon, I believe. I don't know if I can add it through StreamYard, though. It lets me add like Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. I don't see anything for Patreon, but we could do it straight through Patreon, and then maybe they let you do it simultaneously to YouTube. I don't know. We'd have to look into it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah,
So
other than that,
next week,
so Tuesday, Thursday, we've got the Iron Maiden Led Zeppelin battle.
oh,
Which,
that's
to be fair,
Thursday.
just to let everyone know here, this was Rob's idea.
Yeah, but not because Rob likes either of these bands or albums. I just wanted to kill two birds with one stone, since both of these bands.
I'm gonna tell everyone what it is here. At the time you made that suggestion, you weren't on the show.
Yes, so it bit me in the ass, thinking I would be able to sit back and laugh at everybody else, other than Scott, having to listen to this. And now I got to listen to it.
I do like some of the songs on both these albums, though.
Good
It's
for
not it's not a total shit show. So
you. Tuesday is the song battle. That could be a complete shit show. If Dave,
there's
had
some
not-
really good songs.
Yes, because if it was not for Dave, believe me, it would be a shit show. Because Scotty and Lou have absolutely no taste in music. So those three gentlemen have picked the song battles. There is no genre, there is no decade. There's a little bit of everything in there, including Weird Al. Wow. That's all I can say. I picked a fine time to come back to the show for one great episode and just a slew of garbage ever since.
Sorry.
So make sure you watch Tuesday and Thursday. Next Sunday, backtrack duets from any genre. Like Dave said, there are a million to choose from. So it should be interesting. I'm going to have to pull out my thinking caps.
Let's see if we double up on any. We probably
Yeah.
have to have about 10 so we don't double up.
Does ABBA count as a duet?
No, it's a band.
Okay.
Sorry.
So it's got to be two separate people who came together for
This will be the first time ever won't
Yeah.
be on a show.
Damn. All right.
Trying to think if any of the girls did a duet with anyone.
Well, there was that ABBA / Bee Gees / Olivia Newton-John.
There was, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Okay. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Yeah, we'll backtrack.
All right.